and welcome to this week's episode of The Spotlight. We have a lovely lineup for you this week, from music to movies and festivals. But first, let's kick off with your local entertainment news and see just who was in the spotlight this week.
Social media is yet another space that Bonang Mathebe seems to be dominating. TV presenter, MC, reality show star, businesswoman, brand ambassador, the list goes on and on. She's now the most followed female local celebrity. If you combine her Twitter, Facebook and Instagram followers, she's sitting comfortably on 6 million followers. And she wants you all to know this, darling. Somizi may be heading to court. A few days ago, the radio and TV personality was mentioned in this racist tweet. It was from an account belonging to a 19-year-old in Cape Town. The tweet referred to him using the K word. Leah Meyer, who owns the account, denied posting the tweet, saying she was hacked. Somizi's not taking this lying down, though. He says he is consulting his lawyers and will make an example of the person responsible for the abusive language. Breaking news. Here's an important announcement from rapper Casper Nyovest.
31 December, we're going to be at Philip Mapida.
Abuti Philip, sexy chubby guy, president of hip-hop, as he so often refers to himself, took to social media to announce that he will now attempt to fill up Moses Mabhida Stadium in Durban on the 1st of December. Casper's already ticked off the Ticket Pro Dome and FNB Stadium. Guzoba lit. And finally, supermodel Naomi Campbell has shown love to Siya Kolisi. She went on Instagram and congratulated the rugby player on becoming the first ever black Springbok captain in 127 years.
There are few things that bring people together more than music and food, and that's exactly what happened at a French festival in Johannesburg this week.
This youth month started on a good note. I'm at Fête de la Musique, which means World Music Day. It's a popular and free music festival which takes place annually in France. It celebrates all music genres. The event has grown in popularity across the globe, including here in South Africa. Bambanani Brass Band was the center of attention. The youngsters say what draws people to their music is their ability to dance and play instruments at the same time.
Yeah, we are Bambanani Brass Band from Alexander. We start our group from 2010 March.
What do you think about a brass band? I think the older people, but you guys are so young. Tell me about the members of the group.
Yeah, we don't need the people from 25. We need only from 10 years to 2022.
You know, when we play and dance, we can't be getting older people for this because we move at all times, and it's like such a good thing for other people to see a brass band moving and dancing at the same time.
Many here also took the time to observe Youth Month.
We're going through like a tiny crisis via the economy right now. So it's scary because I'm a father and I'm a family man.
I think the people that are coming out are a lot more open-minded to what's going on. There's a lot, it's sort of like a melting pot in a sense. And I think we're also like a lot more awake of aware, I should say, aware of what's happening around us.
I think this festival is really amazing. Like, I just got here, but it's really nice. I wasn't planning to be here, I'm here. And I think being young today it's hard, but it's important. I'm a strong believer that the youth is what shapes society and like what makes the world what it is.
Sanele Sithole, Johannesburg.
Telling their stories through various art forms, audio, photos and video. The South African National Gallery's exhibition captures the lived experiences of transgender women sex workers.
Intersection is about an encounter that I had as an artist with a group of transgender sex workers in Cape Town. And so we're spelling intersection with an X because it was an intersection of lives between a privileged white transgender man and black transgender women who live in the street. But of course the interesting thing why I put an X in it is because they are sex workers, and that had a multitude of stories in that we had to explore.
The exhibits, which are the result of a 6-year project, touch on a number of themes, including struggles with poverty and identity.
It becomes quite apparent that poverty is something that we're still struggling with. And on our way towards defying that, we can't have laws that restrict people from surviving.
Another exhibition, titled I Am What I Am, looks at sex work in feminism through portraits and written works. One sex worker who participated in the project says people often fail to acknowledge sex workers as normal working people.
We say work is work, but the society per se also look at us in a different way, saying we're different, which we are not.
Intersection closes at the end of August, and I Am What I Am at the end of September.
And as always, we head abroad now for a roundup of your entertainment news. Take a look.
Star Wars actor John Boyega has spoken out about fans sending out racist and abusive messages to his co-stars. Kelly Marie Tran left social media platforms after her breakout appearance as Rose in The Last Jedi. She was being harassed online by Star Wars fans upset by the movie and her character. In her defense, Boyega tweeted saying, "If you don't like Star Wars or the characters, understand that there are decision makers, and harassing the actors or actresses will do nothing." He goes on to say that you're not entitled to politeness when your approach is rude, even if you paid for a ticket.
Even when Trump tried
Late night hosts Trevor Noah and Jimmy Fallon shared their thoughts on the recent meeting between US President Donald Trump and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. The historic meeting took place in Singapore earlier this week. Fallon made a spoof of the super popular dating show The Bachelor. He titled it The Summit. In it, you see the two leaders getting ready for their one-on-one date.
Meet Kim, a 35-year-old dictator from Pyongyang.
Fallon describes Kim as a dictator and Trump as social media influencer and steak enthusiast.
Even when Trump...
And Noah mocks the president, saying that he sounds as though he was trying to convince the North Korean leader to quit his life of crime. Listen to this.
I told him, you may not want this. You may want to do a much smaller version of this. I mean, you're going to do something, but you may want to do a smaller version.
There's nothing more embarrassing than talking to your parents about sex, right? Ask Willow Smith, she'll tell you. Jada Pinkett Smith has a new show called Red Table Talk. You can see it on Facebook. She becomes candid about her marriage, motherhood, and her insecurities. For this week's episode, she thought she'd tackle the birds and the bees topic with her 17-year-old daughter.
My introduction to sex was obviously walking in on you and Daddy. That was the first introduction.
When asked if she'd ever spoken to her father, Will Smith, about it, the teenager says the Men in Black star always talks about it like an intellectual debate. Well, parents, if you think it's too awkward to chat to your little ones about this topic, don't worry, Jada has your back.
You're right. Okay? You're so right.
Now, I have to say I'm a little jealous, but mostly excited that the Lucky Lindiwe got to sit down with the award-winning music producer, Sanele. He was one of the big winners at this year's SAMAs, so you don't want to miss it after the break.